The UN Feminist Agenda 21 connection to Connecticut. Let us take a quick look into how some of the ideas discussed in this analysis are reaching their way into local communities, specifically in the state of Connecticut. As briefly alluded to previously in this analysis, Planned Parenthood is an organization that has played a major role in promoting the objectives of Agenda 21, including population control and comprehensive sexual education for children. In Connecticut, Planned Parenthood has sponsored events which promote legislation in the state which would offer $1 million in incentive grants for school districts to offer increased comprehensive sex ed to teens. On the Leadership Council of Planned Parenthood of Connecticut is a man named Robert J. Wyman. Wyman is a professor at Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut, where he teaches Yale's only course on population issues, Global Problems of Population Growth. Wyman is also on the Program Advisory Board of an organization called the Population Media Center, or PMC, which uses television and radio to influence positive behavior change in the area of population control. Other important members of the PMC include the previously mentioned Gloria Steinem, as well as Paul Ehrlich, author of The Population Bomb. Another important organization to mention, which also has Robert Wyman on the board, is Connecticut NARAL. NARAL is an organization which promotes the right to abortion as well as sex education in schools, and as previously mentioned was founded by Betty Friedan. The Rockefeller Family Fund is a financial contributor to NARAL. It should be noted that the Girl Scouts of the United States of America, GSUSA, an organization that has branches in every state of the country, also has dubious connections to some of the people and organizations mentioned in this analysis. For instance, feminist Betty Friedan was on the board of the GSUSA for 12 years. In another example, Kathy Cloninger, former CEO of GSUSA, mentioned in an interview on NBC that the Girl Scouts partners with Planned Parenthood to, quote, bring information-based sex education programs to girls, end quote.
We partner with many organizations. We have relationships with our church communities, with YWCAs, and with Planned Parenthood organizations across the country to bring information-based sex education programs to girls.
In the previous analysis titled Parents Beware, the United Nations Looking to Give Children of Connecticut Special Rights, it was detailed how another UN Agenda 21 program, the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, or the UNCRC, is being propelled in the state. The UNCRC is more United Nations recommendations that would reduce the strength and structure of the family and give more power to the state to intervene in the lives of children. This convention is being propagated in the state of Connecticut by legislators, judges, nonprofit organizations, and more. Parents Beware is an analysis that should be read to understand more of these connections. This was the final part in the multi-part series, which hopefully showed you that the feminist movement is being used by the United Nations to implement the recommendations of the Agenda 21 program. There is much more that can be added to this analysis, and a serious researcher should follow the links and discover their own connections. The assumption should not be made that every self-described feminist or feminist group supports the people and concepts mentioned in this report. Thank you for listening, subscribe to the channel, and watch the related videos.